Hello and welcome to our gingerbread crafting event. So basically this is kind of like our team Christmas party where we're crafting and making gingerbread stuff. Everyone is just going to make whatever they want and you can craft along with us. You can watch our crafts. You can get inspired for your own like gingerbread crafts here. And this is totally casual. If you have questions, comments, want to just laugh along with us, please just drop anything you would like in the chat. So do we want everyone to introduce themselves just in case people are new here? Okay. First of all, I'm Angie Holden, the blogger and YouTuber behind the Country Chic Cottage. And just go on to Corey.
Yeah, I'm Corey George. I'm the blogger and YouTuber behind Hey Let's Make Stuff. And I also have a side hustle called Chapter and Craft. And Angie and I together started crafting camps and we brought these lovely ladies on with us.
I'm Jen from Crafty Housewives and Creative Housewives, and yeah, I work with them and also do my own stuff.
I'm Crystal from Life Love Creations, and just like Jen, I work with them, and I just have my own like little crafty side business that I do here.
All right, so we want to talk about like what we're going to try. Each of us are going to try to make today because we don't know what's going to happen.
Live video.
That's very true.
All right, so I'm on like plan C over here, but I think this is going to work. So what I'm doing is I am taking recycled boxes, and I told these guys I had this idea like months ago, and I haven't taken my recycling off in a while because I love these Tony's pizza boxes. My family just had to eat a lot of pizza because when you cut them apart, they're 12 by 12 sheets of basically craft board. So I figured out a way to turn them into like gingerbread house fronts. And my goal here is to make enough so like when they're kind of like catty corner that it's going to make a whole gingerbread village like all the way across my mantle. So that's the goal here with this one.
I need a mantle.
Same.
That's really what I need. I need a fireplace. I don't even have a fireplace.
Also same.
But you know what? Like I have the mantle, and there is once you put the garland up there's no room for anything else right now. Like, and then the other day the garland fell off. Like stockings almost came down. Like,
well, ours is like a fake fire, but it works for my holiday decoration.
Our stockings literally hang underneath the window so that Santa can just pop his head in and put stuff in because we don't have a chimney.
So I actually got inspired for this one. People on TikTok are doing this above their kitchen cabinets. My kitchen cabinets go all the way to the ceiling, but if yours don't and you have that awkward area, people are doing stuff like this above those. And I kind of got inspired to that. So that's another option for it.
I love it. So I actually made a prototype because I wanted to take, I'm going to put this on my blog. So I actually wanted to take pictures, make sure I knew what I was making. So I actually have a completed thing here. So today I am making a gingerbread wreath. This is 5 layers of cardstock and it has like foam squares to give it some dimension. So this is a file that I got on Etsy. After the video, we will go ahead and put all of our links to what we are using down in the description below. But you know, if you've been with us for a while, you know things change, so we never do it beforehand. So I'm going to be sharing how to do this. I actually already have 4 of my 5 layers cut because they took forever, and I learned some things along the way. So I'm actually kind of excited to share them all with you.
That's awesome. Okay, I am making life completely miserable for myself. Somebody said they liked my sweater. I don't know what channel you're on, but thank you. I got it. And then I was like, well, we're doing gingerbread, so I have to wear my gingerbread sweater. So my plan is to make garland, and I'm using my white toner printer to just print it on craft paper so that I don't have to print the brown. And it was going really well. Things were like going, and then I wasn't very smart for a moment and closed it out of Cricut. And so now I can't lay it out to cut this because I closed it anyway. So I'll be like scooting over here in a second while they're still talking to you to get these printed. And this file, so there's a bunch of different ones. These are the same one I printed twice now. But anyway, they are from Creative Fabrica. We'll get the link added. It's a whole bundle of a bunch of different ones. And the great thing about this particular file is it comes with all the things. So you can get the PNG, you can get the SVG, all the different things. So if you have a Cricut machine and you want it to be layered, like what Corey's doing, you could cut out the brown cardstock and then the white cardstock. or you could use HTV, vinyl, whatever for the white. But then you could also just cut on a regular printer and print that brown, and then it wouldn't print the white essentially if you did it on a regular cardstock. So a lot of different ways to do this one. And I really want to do it. So that's my plan. But like 15 minutes ago, I was like, I'm going to do something else. But my goal is still to proceed with this.
I feel like if all else fails, you can cut those out by hand.
100%. But it's supposed to have like the cute. So it's like the brown is actually, so like, it's like with the frosting on the inside. So it would actually have like an outline and stuff too. Anyway, there were some things about it when I got into it that I was like, this was maybe not, because I was going to add holes so that it could cut. But then all of these are different layered pieces, the way the design is. And so trying to figure out where I needed to do it so I could slice the hole out was a lot more than I thought it was going to be. So I'm going easy, and hopefully these two machines will talk to each other and we'll be in a good place.
And I feel like, thank you. I feel like I'm always the hottest mess in a video. Today, I'm feeling slightly less hot mess because I actually made one already. So
yes,
thank you again, friend,
All else fails.
and for having to get up. I don't think I'm going to have to get up now. Knock on some wood. All right, Crystal, what are you doing?
I am making, so I saw on my, so I don't have TikTok. I'm a geriatric millennial and I see all my TikToks on Instagram. So I'm going to turn a wooden house into, I already started painting, into a gingerbread house. And I've seen people doing the first layer of paint, and then the second layer, you mix it with baking soda to make it look more ceramic-y. And then I couldn't believe, I was so excited to buy this last night. Puff paint, because my like little 90s childhood soul was so happy. So I'm going to use this as like the icing to kind of make it look like a little gingerbread house. So
such a cute
here's
idea.
something. Thanks.
I've been seeing those as well, but I'm scared that I'm not going to be able to do the puff paint well enough. So you let us know your tips and tricks.
Yeah, well, the tips and tricks is going to be that I'm very type A. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. That's why I'm doing it here, because it's like, I knew I wouldn't like give myself the time to just like sit down and do it here at home ever by myself. So
Exactly.
it's perfect.
That's what I've been dreaming of, this craft. Like I told them months ago, I was like, I can't take off my recycling, but it's December 9th. And has Angie made this? No, Angie has not. So I would like to know if anyone in the comments, anyone that's watching, are you making gingerbread crafts this holiday season? And if you are, let us know what you're making, because maybe I'll need to make some more things. I don't know.
Like
Angie is definitely.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jen.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Angie is definitely in her gingerbread era right
I
now.
am.
Like it's, and
100%.
because of that, I see things all the time, and she probably has so many text messages from me. It's like, Angie, look, Angie, look, Angie, look.
I've been saying the same thing, because it's like I'm like liking and watching all the gingerbread crafts, and now that's all that my algorithm feeds to me. So
That's all that's happening.
I have a lot of ideas here. Okay, so I am using recycled pizza boxes, like cereal boxes, anything thin cardboard I feel like works best. Or you can absolutely purchase the like craft board from Cricut.
Yeah.
But I'm recycling here. So I'm going to use literally my pizza box.
I wish, like in our old house, we had all that space above our cabinets, and I literally for years collected like the kind of the cone-shaped trees, and I had like an entire forest up there, and I put twinkle lights, and it was so cute.
Yes.
Now I have them sort of in like little clumps all over my house because I don't have space above my cabinet. And one of my friends said, for those of you who watch Parks and Rec, I don't know if anybody has watched Parks and Rec here, but like my house looks like it's all the cones of Denshire around. It's, you know, a mental illness game. And I'm like, yeah, it really does look like that. All right, I'm going to talk about what I'm using here so I can cut my last piece. So basically, again, I'm making this wreath. It is from Etsy, 5 layers of cardstock. So I have 5 colors of cardstock. I have only 1 layer left to cut because I cut a bunch before because they just took forever. I also have, this is double-sided foam tape. Over here I have like some squares, but I found the tape worked just fine for me. Other tools I found helpful in this project. I have a weeding hook. I have kind of a small pair of scissors, a pair of tweezers, a Cricut scraper for just cleaning your mat in between all of the different cuts, a brayer, and then I'm using some spray adhesive for that top layer. So I can show it to you here. This top layer she's delicate. She is demure. She is just literally just about nothing. So I did not find a great way. I do actually have some really, really thin, these are thin strips of double-sided foam. But I decided for this one, I'm actually just spray adhering it to the next layer, which is also pretty delicate, just to create this look, because making this top layer sit off the brown layer was a little tough. But yeah, so I just have my final red layer to cut here. I will say, if you are using cardstock, and if you have a choice, I'm just using what I have because I'm trying very hard not to spend money, even though Angie keeps sending me the cutest gingerbread stuff. I did find that I like solid core cardstock better for this type of project, because the white does, like, if the white core shows through, you can kind of see it. But I have 2 sets in my 5 colors. 2 of my colors do have a white core, including this red. This is from the Beth Kingston paper collection, for those of you who know Beth. As so is this cute little polka dot. See, it's all just kind of sticking together. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and mute myself while I cut this final layer. So somebody else.
Those are really delicate, like really delicate. It's cutting really well.
Is it? One of the reasons
It looks really good from here.
It looks good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I am struggling. I replaced my blade. I replaced my mat. And I am still struggling a little bit with the intricate cuts. I have it set to intricate cut. I tried not intricate cutting it and it didn't work at all. So I think something is going on either with this blade or my machine, but I'm like, I just have one more layer, Cricut. You can do it. But yeah, it's doing pretty well. And normally I feel like it does a lot better, but maybe it's just tired like me. So
Crystal, can you hold up your house again for a second? I want to
Yeah.
look at something on it. So that's the house. So Angie, this reminds me, I think we need to share your thing later. That's really cute. Those boxes that you did that were like houses like that you then like decorated. They're so cute.
Yeah, I have those on this mantle right now, and I don't know if they're going to make it through because this gingerbread might be cuter, but those are out there right now.
I will
They're
say,
really cute.
as I was looking at these, so I really wanted to get like the A-frame, but of course it was all sold out at Michael's, because it's the cutest. And I was looking at these and I was like, I have a laser machine. I can make this. And then I was like, I'm not going to make this.
I mean,
We're
if
just
you
gonna keep it
are,
simple.
if you're just really ambitious, I feel like you could make those houses out of recycled cardboard or craft.
Oh,
boards.
yeah. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
if you are really resourceful, you can find a file and make those. There's files like where you bend them and just like magically make a little house. So I feel like you could make it.
Corey, don't you have like a winter, or is yours just like a string of like, don't you have like a little luminaria?
A winter village that I cut out of paper.
Yes.
Sorry, this is doing its thing. I do have a winter village that I cut out of paper that I should really try cutting out of. Like I should see what it looks like if I cut it, because it has like 3 layers. I should see what it looks like when I cut it out of wood. And when I shared to Crystal that this is what I was going to make, she thought it was 3 or 5 layers of wood cut on my laser. And so the second she said that, I said, and now I know what I'm going to be doing this afternoon. I was making myself a permanent version of that. Because while the paper is cute, I am the worst like at packing up my Christmas decorations, and I open things up the next year and I'm like, what happened?
Or even acrylic, especially if you're doing it like if you want to leave it outside and have it be kind of weatherproof. That'd be cool.
How big is that? Is it like the 12? Are you just using the 12-inch mat, Corey?
Yeah, I'm just using the 12-inch mat. The file's like 11 and a half inches big.
Okay, so I have made some progress, people. We have the print on the mat. Let's see if everything is going to play nicely together and I can actually make it cut. We'll see.
See how it goes.
Yeah. I don't want it to be an adventure. I would like things to just be normal sometimes, but it feels like it's always an adventure. So
No. Why have that happen?
yeah, I don't know.
So
Okay,
I was
so
gonna take the easy way out, and I was gonna write on this cardboard with my white gel pen from Cricut. And like I've used that thing like once or twice, and it's dried up or it's not writing.
I feel like their gel pens are like every time I use them, I have to like go, and then eventually it gets flowing again. And
I spent like 20 minutes doing it, Googled how to do it, and then I gave up and was like, this is like plan C, because then I was like, paint pen, my paint pens wouldn't work. Yeah. So I am using HTV on these just so it'll feel better on the houses and not be like raised off like vinyl. But yeah, this is like plan C. Use what you have, Day.
For sure.
Truly, because I'm using a foam brush that is way too big for what I'm trying to do right now. And then a paintbrush that is way too small for the larger parts. So we're just making do.
Going. The point is to craft like with what you have kind of, and not go out and buy a bunch of stuff. I mean, if you want to see how good I'm doing, I sent it and I forgot to remove the brown layer on this one. So guys, I am not all here today, but I am here. So there's something. I was going to say, I don't know if I'm the only person who does this, but just in case you are, like Corey was saying, having like Cricut stuff or whatever, I tend to always do the setting, like the cut pressure. I always up mine to more, especially if I'm using vinyl or cardstock on those two things. So I'm using the medium cardstock setting, but I did up my pressure to more. And thankfully, this does what it's supposed to. I should have no fine detail. This should be a very quick thing. So while my machine cuts right here, I'm going to mute myself.
That means that Crystal is the only person who can talk right now, because the rest of us.
Oh, great. Cool. Well, I'm just painting away with my way too small paintbrush. I feel like you guys all went through your materials. Again, mine was really simple. It was just this Michaels, like little house from Michaels, the puff paint, and a bottle of paint. And I did buy these like little mini wreaths because I want to put those, on there. And they come in like a little 4-pack. So those are also from Michaels. Nothing groundbreaking here, but I think this is an activity that I don't think I would have done on my own, because I'm already like trying to get paint in the crevices and I'm about to put it down and walk away. This is not for me. I just like don't have the patience sometimes with so glad I have a distraction of talking to everybody.
I feel like lately, just because I craft so much for work, that I have not been doing a lot for myself. And last weekend I had 4 friends over and we did mostly non-machine crafting. We just made like glitter paper chains. We did beaded bows. I did cut basically like embroidery circles on my laser so that people could try embroidery without having to use the fabric. And that was a big hit. And we just sat and talked and drank mulled wine and ate. My friend brought a charcuterie board and the 5 of us just crafted together. And it was the most life-giving thing I have done in a really long time. And I feel like this is the same, right? Like this is not something I would sit here and necessarily just craft with on my own, but I am enjoying it. Okay, so I've got my last layer here. For those of you who want to make a project with any type of cardstock, but especially if it has delicate details, you want to place your mat flat with face down on the table, and then peel your project away, or peel the mat away from your project really slowly. Because if you try and pull your project up, it's going to curl. This is kind of the middle layer, so it's a little bit easier, and it did cut, I think, better than my other stuff. So that's what's left on my mat. I have a bunch of pieces here, but I can kind of break it apart here and pull out this piece here, and that will be the piece that I use for my red layer.
I will say, you were talking about making the the garlands. You said you made glitter ones. I feel like that is like all over. Like, I feel like everybody is just in there. Like I've seen so many like felt garlands and paper garlands, and like everybody's just in there. Like, use what I have. Like,
totally.
I love it.
it was really nice to just like also like not plug anything in minus that like just cutting that project on my laser, but the actual crafting part of it was hand done. And I just want to do more of that. I mean, like I love my machines. Like, am I cutting this by hand? Absolutely not. But it was just nice to just kind of sit down and do something with my hands. And I was really, really happy. Oh, and we made giant paper bag snowflakes. So like you glue 9 paper bags together. And you kind of trim them and then you open them up into these like literally snowflakes that are this big. And the way our house is set up, we have above our living room, there's kind of like an open space to the 2 lofts above. And so I've been hanging, like we have a garland up there, and then I've been hanging all the big snowflakes we've been making out of white paper bags, regular paper bags. And then I found polka dot paper bags, which kind of create like a stripy one.
That was loud.
That was loud.
Wow.
You all were talking about paper garland or paper chains. I also want to do a gingerbread one of those.
That was my first goal here, was to design a gingerbread paper chain that I could either cut on my Cricut or ideally use my white toner printer for, because then I could cut like little, like decorated loops, and then it was gonna be so cute, guys. And then, but life is lifing.
I was like, could I just find some kind of gingerbread pattern and just print it all over, and then just cut rectangles or long rectangles? I don't know. I feel like there's an idea there.
There is an idea there.
Definitely.
I'm gonna start by gluing my 2 very delicate pieces together. I have somewhere over here, I forgot to tell you guys, I just have a piece of this packing paper from the packing stuff I do when I ship stuff. So I'm just going to put this down over my desk here. I have my 2 pieces here, and I'm going to line them up just so I know I'm putting the glue on the right side.
At least all of those, are they all one piece at least?
Yes, they're all one piece. There's no, like, I just have 5 pieces to cut out here. So I'm going to glue these together. I did this for the one I did over here. I glued this white piece on top after everything else had been put together, which worked, but I feel like it's going to be easier to do as the first step instead of the last step.
So I saw someone say they're making a gingerbread castle, and we need to see that.
Please tag us.
I need to definitely see that.
And then someone said gingerbread earrings using faux leather. And yes, all of those. I saw Amy made, how do you say her last name? Romeo?
Yeah.
She made, it was like a faux leather bow, and it had gingerbread on it. And it was like kind of like a horse charm, I guess, since charms are so hot. So cute. I just saw it the other day. I think it's part of her Christmas series this year.
Cute. Ooh, okay.
Okay, I just got my whole first layer paint. Ooh, and this part's wet. Painted. So I'm gonna do I have no idea what I'm doing. I've just watched the videos where people dump the baking soda into their paint on like a paper plate. So that's what I'm gonna do.
I did it once, and I just dumped it. I
just dumped it?
Yeah, I just dumped it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see.
It was just a dump situation. Looks
like an amount, or is it just a dump? Oh my gosh, this is harder than I expected, guys.
I don't know. I'm using like a takeout plate from a pizza place, and I mean, I'm sitting at my like work desk, so this isn't usually my crafting area, so it's all a little chaotic, but it's fine. So do I want more? I don't want more baking. I got a lot of baking soda here. Let's see. Our local pizza joint. I don't know.
Oh, I see more cereal box crafters. Yes, gingerbread and cereal boxes. I did find that different brands is like different colors on the inside. Like some might be white on the inside, and then some might be a darker tan. So if you want all your houses to be the same, you need to save a lot of pizza boxes or make your kids eat a lot of pizza.
Not hard in my house.
Like, Mom is making us eat a lot of pizza. Okay, so now I have these 2 pieces connected with the spray glue. You can see it's white on this side, and the little gingerbread guys are showing through. It's got the brown on the back. I actually lined it up really well. I'm really proud of myself. Not gonna lie. So now I get to start layering my other pieces. And these I'm going to do with the foam strips. So the green layer is oh my God, everything is sticking at my desk because it has like a slight layer of that spray adhesive. So my green layer, which has polka dots on both sides, is my back layer. And I need to add, is it this one? Nope, this way. Okay. You got to really pay attention to what you're doing because you really don't want to put the foam on the wrong side. So basically I have, these are my two bottom pieces. I'm going to, let's see, can you guys see? I'm going to flip over the pink piece and I'm going to put the foam pieces on the back of the pink piece because then I know they're not going to show when I flip it back over, if that makes sense. Yeah.
I've definitely done that a couple of times where I was like, oh, I can just like put it quickly on here, like making a layered card or whatever. And then when I go to add the top piece, I'm like, sweet. Now you can see all the glue or the whatever on there. Yep. So yeah, definitely do what Corey's saying and flip it and put it on the back of the piece that has more cutouts. Okay, I feel like I'm doing a lot of sitting and waiting right now. I'm waiting for my printer to print the next one because I'm having to, so with a white toner printer, you have to have like a computer, like a PC, not a Mac. And I do everything on a Mac. So I have the PC over there and I have not been a Mac computer user for that many years. Like, yeah, like a few, but compared to years of not Mac user, I feel like I should not be as PC dumb as I am now. Like all of that information has left my head.
Guys, I'm still all were pressuring me to get a Mac, and it's only been like what 2 years, and I open a PC and I'm like, I don't know what any of this means.
I can't do Mac. I'm so illiterate with that.
I use my PC a lot because it's also my shipping computer. So I do use Etsy, and Faire and the other programs I use to ship. But every time I get on there, even then, I'm like, why is everything so blurry? What's it? I just get really mad at having to use that PC. I'm such a snob.
Mine is just I can't find anything. I'm like the print manager because I knew there was like something that I sent. I wasn't kidding when I said my brain is not here today. It is not a good brain day for Jen, but I sent the file to print and I didn't have the printer actually hooked up. So it was like just out in the ether, not sure where it was going to print to. So I was trying to find the print manager so that I could open it and make sure there were no files like hanging out. I just ended up shutting the whole thing down. Not starting. Because I couldn't find what I was looking for. And anyway.
So are you going to like print and then use that computer with the Cricut, or did you print like to PDF off your?
I printed to PDF. So that's so that I could just send it over to that. Because I actually probably do need to this is I think this is the second time I've used my white toner with my Cricut. And all the other projects that I've made, I haven't needed to have Cricut on that. So I don't even have Design Space on that one. And then I was like, oh, I can just download that on there really quick and that'll be easy. But then I had already had the file sent over and was printing. And then I was like, but then that doesn't help me for the file that I already saved as a PDF to try to. Yeah. So anyway, so I'm, that's why I have to keep jumping up because I don't know. It keeps stalling on me. Something's happening. I think my computer is not wanting to talk to anything very badly today.
I mean, honestly, that's how I feel most days. Let's be real.
Do you have please don't make it like a couple houses? It can be like the shortest banner ever.
This paint and and baking soda. First of all, I didn't expect it, so it covered up all of the. So this is the one layer, the regular layer, and then this is with the.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's doing a much better job.
But it coats so well, which I'm like, I should have maybe just done that to begin with. And it covers up all of the fine lines of the.
Oh yeah, which you kind of probably want in this space to be covered up. Which
I kind of want because then I'll have to do less detail. So, yeah.
Somebody's making gingerbread pop-up cards. That's such a cute idea.
Oh, that is a cute idea.
This is my least favorite part of this entire project is peeling the little backing pieces off of the double-sided little foam squares.
I always use my the really fine point tweezers, Cricut tweezers. Is that what you're using?
I
love because I just kind of
honestly, my
squeeze it.
nails are really long right now, so they're working just about as well as they were when I was trying with the tweezers. But the
Well,
tweezers
when
are
I
a
do
great
those with
option.
the foam, I like squeeze it so it kind of pushes it up a little bit, and then it makes it a little bit easier to grab.
I like that tip. Okay, I think I got everything off here. So instead of, oh my gosh, everything's kind of stuck to my desk here. So instead of flipping this over and putting it down on top, I have found actually that it works a lot easier if I flip the back piece over and line everything up on top. If that makes sense. Does that make sense, guys? I have to get up. I have to stand up and take my glasses off again.
She's standing up. See, you couldn't.
No,
well, you
I'm
didn't
not,
walk away.
I'm not
You are
moving.
standing
You didn't walk away. You're just standing
Still
up.
in the
But
frame.
you're standing up.
Still in the frame.
And you had to take your glasses off, which is another one.
That's another one.
I only
Well,
actually
usually
have
she just
my
doesn't have her
glasses
glasses at all.
Is there a bingo for your child? Did you guys see my child like frame bomb? I guess he like hopped in and ran out.
now.
Oh,
Did
I
you
did
guys see
not see
that?
that.
Like
I'm sure
3
someone got
minutes
it.
ago, I was on mute because Wyatt was knocking on the door, and I was like, "Hey!" And he came in to get paper, and I was like, "I'm doing this, I'm crafting." And he like looked over my shoulder, and then he popped in the frame and waved, and then ran out. And I was like, "Oh my gosh!" So that'll be everybody's bingo card. If you could spot that like little cameo.
Yeah.
Sarah said her husband wanted a printer that prints white to make decals for his model cars. I feel like UV DTF would probably be the best option for that. What do you think, Angie?
So, so anything like on cars is tricky.
It's tricky.
Because it's outside so much, and then
Like you
Yeah,
said,
but
model
model
cars.
cars.
Model cars.
model cars. I thought we were talking about regular cars. Oh,
My concern with a UV DTF would be if like you're gonna have that thickness of it that you might not want on a model because it's supposed to look more painted. Anyway, that I think it would depend on how like tiny what you're trying to do is.
Yeah, I wonder about just regular vinyl, but I guess you can't really do like a 4-color situation like with a Cricut and vinyl.
yeah. I think if you wanted a printer, I mean, I feel like you could do UV DTF and just do like if you one layer basically, or like don't build it up, and it would be fairly-ish then. But I think you can do white toner printable vinyl, right, Jen?
Yeah, they just have all the different materials. I mean, I'm just trying to think really quick. So yeah, you could do just a normal, like what I'm doing, like onto a printable vinyl. If you wanted that white layer, the other option, they haven't tried them all. I have actually a bunch here that I need to get out and actually like get working on for hard surfaces and stuff versus just the ones for fabrics and things like that.
Yeah, so somebody else.
So I would maybe like,
but Jen is like, she's done a lot more with hers than I think we have with ours.
Yeah, someone else asked what else you can do with a white toner printer, and there are so many things. So a white toner printer, it depends on the media you print on, what you do with it. So there's media for shirts. There's media for hard surfaces like mugs. You can just print white like Jen is doing on craft paper.
Or black paper. You could just print literally white on black paper, which I think is really cool.
Yes. So there's just so many things. And then there's like a glitter paper. There is paper that allows you to do like a metallic foil. So I guess there's a very long list of things that you can do with a white toner printer. I don't know if I can even list them all. It's a lot.
It's cool. I like my white toner printer, and I feel like I should use it more than I do. But it just really comes down to what I'm more familiar with, and so I end up coming back to the things I'm more familiar with, which right now is like my Cricut or a laser, or ordering a DTF print. But
well, and I think it comes down to like the amount of time that you want to spend and what you're doing. So last year I made I probably need to share that. I thought they were really cute, little like neighbor type gift tags, because we did the Bath and Body Works hand soaps for our neighbors and just made like a cute gift tag and stuff. And it was fun to be able to print it directly onto that craft paper and have the white and stuff. I feel like, especially, I mean, white always, but I feel like around the holidays, for whatever reason, I want that like pop of white to like, not just the white paper. Like I want to see the white, if that makes sense. So I find myself reaching for it a lot this time of year. But one of my favorite projects that I made was earlier this year, for Father's Day. I took just a bunch of pictures of my husband and put them on a shirt for all of us. So like all of the kids and I were all wearing these shirts that just had like pictures of him all over it. And obviously he didn't know I did that. And we were at dinner, and we take photos all the time, and especially on things like Father's Day and stuff. And so we all changed really quick, and then had one of my nieces go in and be like, everybody's ready. Cause he always complains about having to take a photo. So she's like, they're all already on the porch, so you can just go out. And then he came out and we were all wearing them. And it was really funny because we're like standing there for a minute and like people are looking, and my one daughter like is like, do you think he noticed? And he just starts laughing. He's like, yes, I noticed. It was pretty funny. But,
that's cute.
But yeah, so I love that freedom of just like, literally I decided like I wanted to do it. And then, because I have the printer and stuff here, I was just able to do it. But I do think that, ordering, if you're not using it all the time, the cost effectiveness becomes the things are inexpensive per item, but expensive to purchase it, if that makes sense. So it's like, it comes in like bundles of 100. And so like, it's like, oh, it only costs like this much per sheet or this much per whatever, but you still have to buy that many of them at a time, which is where I think DTF is easier. Just to be like, I'm just going to order what I need. On the flip side of that, the great thing about this printer up here is that I do not have to worry about using it every single day. I have not used it in at least a few weeks. And I didn't even have to think about whether or not I needed to do like, a print alignment, whatever, to see if everything was flowing right, like on my converted sublimation printer. And it's not like a DTF printer where I have to like do a lot of maintenance to use it and put it away and all those things. So I think right now for me, this is the right option for the one-off projects that I'm doing all the time.
I think it makes sense for definitely. There's like no perfect machine, right?
And I say that while mine is like fighting. It keeps on like stalling out on this creating preview before it's printing, and I don't really know why.
You want me to text Patrick?
That wouldn't help me. Mine is not.
Oh, is yours not? Yeah, yours is
internet. Yeah, mine. It's the soft. It's probably a combination of my computer and let me see. Since we're just here chatting anyway, let's see if.
Just before I put this on, I wanted to show you guys just how many little pieces of foam I used. I am not very precise about this. I'm like, oh no, it's good.
So that's what gives it that like 3D.
Yeah,
thickness.
it's like a layered.
That's really, I think, why I thought it was wood, because it looked so.
Yeah, it does definitely look
thick.
Very. I messed it up. Got stuck. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
There we go. I fixed it.
I think you have a good prototype.
Right? Oh, just
Well,
pop it in.
fails.
It was fine. It just got like stuck on the wrong part. All right.
All right, so I redid all this HTV, and I'm adding it to this the houses I cut out. Now, for the few I did before I went live, I had Caesar Easy Weed. And then I was like, I'll just grab this random HTV over here. And now I need to play around with the time and temperature.
Of course.
Caesar Easy Weed was very easy. It was like 290 for like 4 or 5 seconds, and it would peel right off. And this one, I'm pretty sure is a Cricut one because I have to cool it off. So
let's see. I was just looking at all the comments right now because I haven't been paying attention. Oh, water
So
slide.
somebody said that their husband's name is Wyatt. Maggie. Looks like
My
it's
brother was almost named
Yeah.
Wyatt. It was on the
Well,
list
that's
of
fun.
like family names, and he's 40 now, so it's
been around.
All right, now I'm going to add my last 2 layers, which again are already connected. Flip it over and just add little dots where I can.
So I think I am done with the painting. I got to go wash these brushes and my hands, and then
So now
decide
you
which
have to-
side.
Really cute.
Yeah, now I actually have to
Really
get
cute.
up.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it looks-
cute.
Who are you,
That's
me?
really
I need
cute.
copies.
That's like great gingerbread color too.
It
Those look
looks,
like-
yeah. I mean, it's just, what's the color from? It's just the Michaels Craft Smart. It's milk chocolate.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
You guys, when I was making this project, I went to look at what color paper I had. I had 2 pieces of 12 by 12 inch cardstock that was anywhere close to a gingerbread color. So I was like, Corey, you cannot mess it up. You have to make the prototype and you have to make the final one. I was so nervous. All right, we're just adding the last little dots on these little gingerbread guys.
I also found a gingerbread font, like where you
Yeah.
just type and the letters are gingerbread. So I was also like, I could make a banner with that. Like seriously, all the ideas. I was like, I could make a
I
banner
used
with
that
that.
we just did something recently and it said baked with love or something. What did we, when we did our sublimation projects and I made
yeah.
that pot holder. I made
Yes,
that.
we just did sublimation holiday crafts. It was alive, and we ended up doing gingerbread for that as well because why not?
Somebody suggested making gingerbread family figures for the back of your car window.
So cute.
That's such a cute idea. I love that. Does anybody have any questions or anything? Or are you guys just crafting along with us or just watching while you're on your lunch break or whatever's happening right now?
It looks like there's an update for my software. That's not a question, but so we're going to just go ahead and update that because, why wouldn't there be? It's like, when you haven't used your Cricut for a minute and you go on and it's like, oh, you have updates like everywhere. And
I did that with my X-Tool laser over here. I really needed to cut I needed to cut those things for my craft fair or my craft day really quickly. And it was like, you have pushed off this update 6 times. Do you want to update now? And I was like, give me 3 more days. I want to do it.
Please.
I promise I will do it eventually.
Poppy is on. Hi, Poppy.
Oh, hey.
She works for Flux. They make the smallest CO2 printer that's currently on the market. Angie and I both
laser.
Actually, Jen, do you have one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I think I got it before both of you.
I think you might have it.
Yes,
The BMO?
It is such a cute little machine, and it's
love it.
awesome. I love it. So for those of you who are like, I do not have the space for like a big old machine, definitely take a look at the little Flux BMO. We all like it.
Well, that's,
Okay,
well, I
so-
think go ahead.
Someone asked, "Can I see your house so far?" And I'm not sure if that was me or Crystal. So this is what I have so far, but I'm going to show you how to attach these as soon as I have enough. And I think I need to make one more. I was like laying them out to see.
I'm like, here's my banner so far. We're doing
Sorry, guys.
The
I keep having a
smallest
little
banner
visitor. He keeps coming in for paper, and I'm like, friend, I am busy. Everybody in my house is very quiet, though, so
That's
I guess
nice.
it's good. He's crafting too, apparently.
All right,
That's awesome.
putting on my final layer, and my wreath will be done. I think I even did better on this one than I did on the one that I made for my blog. This looks really good. Like I got everything super lined up. I used a little bit more foam. Ta-da!
So cute.
So cute.
I think it turned out so cute.
So
Now I
cute.
have 2 of them, and I'm going to hang them both up because they're freaking adorable. This is such a cute file. I went looking for like layered gingerbread files because y'all, my life is a mess right now, and there was no way I could make something from scratch. And so I found a bunch of really cute ones, but this one kind of spoke to me. A lot of them were like shadow box frames, which is the same technique as this. You just put it inside a frame. But I didn't have a frame. And again, we are using what we have. So I went with the wreath, and I'm super excited
Those
about
would be really cute, like in a windows, like, flipped
Totally.
out so that because the back with yours is that cute polka dot paper. So even if I wonder,
how cute they turned out. I'm so excited.
So cute.
They're really cute. And now I'm thinking like flip them and put them together. Like I wonder if like I
You
don't think
have to
it'll
make
work
one
for that.
backwards.
Yeah, but like if you cut the other than the polka dot layer, if you mirrored them and cut them,
Yeah.
then you could do
You go
that.
both ways.
So then you could like if it would be cute from the outside, but it would be cute from the inside too.
I love that idea. I am out of brown paper, but I love that idea.
I'm starting the puffy paint portion, which is
terrifying. I think the word you're looking
terrifying.
for.
A little bit.
I would. That's the part I'm terrified about. So I need you to do it first.
Yeah, this is where like the perfectionist is gonna.
Yes, that's my
gosh.
But you know what's funny is I feel like I watch people like freehanding it, and while they're going, I'm like, it kind of looks rough. But then they just are able to like go back over the areas that need it, or like just add a little bit more or whatever. And in the end, I don't think I've ever seen one where I'm like, oh, yeah, that's a little like they all look cute. And I think because we're thinking frosting, right? Like if you're frosting it, it's not going to be, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Somebody said,
I feel like my back hurts.
What DTF printer do you recommend that's very low maintenance and you don't use it all the time and is cost effective? I don't.
There's something like that.
It doesn't exist. I would recommend just ordering DTF prints. Seriously, guys.
Yeah,
I mean,
order them all the time.
They're all getting better, but they're just still not there for.
I think we're going to see that 3 to 5 years down the line, maybe. Like it's going to be a couple of years, I think, before we see something that's low maintenance. You don't have to use it all the time.
Yeah.
Xtool tried to get there with their apparel printer, and I think they made really big strides in DTF printing for at-home DTF printing. But mine is sitting over there as a brick right now because it clogged. So I need a new print head.
It's better than it was, but it's still just not there. So
John is noting. John, which Omtech is that you're ordering?
It's the DTF printer, and it's the same as the Xtool.
Oh, it's the same as the Xtool. Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have the same opinion, but we'll see.
Yeah. And then, can you hold up the gingerbread wreath again? Yes, I can. I'm happy to. Actually, honestly, my second version turned out better, so we're holding up the second version. I used more foam squares in the second. Oh, I can like hold it like this so you can see. So yeah, I think it turned out super cute. I like how like it really does have quite a bit of depth and dimension to it. And then somebody said, where can you get the SVGs for these projects? We will put them all in the comment or in the description after this video. Just because a lot of us were like making up until the video literally counted down and we didn't know what we were going to make. So we didn't have time to fill that out before, but we will fill it out after this video so you can find it. These are from Etsy. I think Angie's are from Cricut Design Space / Fabrica.
Yeah, so I found them on Creative Fabrica, and then I went in Cricut Design Space, and they literally had exactly the same files. But in Cricut Design Space, they were all separate houses, which I wanted because I wanted to resize them. And Creative Fabrica, you would have to like divide the file up. So I took a shortcut and used the other version.
Yeah. Sonia asked how wide the wreath is. It's about 11.5 inches wide. So I basically used a whole sheet of, you can see this is a 12 by 12 sheet. And that's how big the wreath is.
All right. So I have a bunch of houses now that I've made with HTV on this recycled cardboard. And I am using the very fancy packing tape to put these together. Be very fancy. So piece of packing tape, and I'm going to do like large, small. Literally, you could do this however you wanted to. So I'm going to do a small one next to this large one. And I just kind of see like how it needs to be on here, and then turn it over. And I'm literally just taping them to where they're.
Any place in my house that these would work that you wouldn't see the back, just in the way our house is set
Yeah, so I thought about that, and if you're going to see the back, you could cut another cardboard piece mirrored, and you just make it two-sided.
Yeah,
I don't need to, so I'm not going to in this video because I literally want to use this, and I wanted to make it easy for me. But I thought about that, and I feel like you would just make it double-sided.
Yeah. Somebody asked if we ever run into issues with low resolution images when uploading images into Design Space for print and cut. This is an old engineering term, is garbage in, garbage out. If you put in a low resolution file, there is no way to gain back that resolution. So if you're putting in a garbage file, basically a low resolution file, there's just no way right now to really make that better. So you really need to start with a high resolution file. I'm just gonna keep answering questions since I'm done. John highly recommends the Brother SP1, wishes there was a bigger one. We agree 100%. Again, Brother, please call us. And then let's see. There is a crafter that makes all these videos. Helen said, Helen tagged me after I had said the thing about my poor X tool being a brick. And she said, there's this crafter that makes all these videos on printers and maintenance and such. Her name is Angie Holden. You might be able to ask her to do a video. Oh, trust me.
Oh, she did.
Angie is doing a video on that Expo printer maintenance. But I don't know
on the maintenance. I have literally pulled that print head. I mean, like, I know what I'm doing. I've pulled that print head completely out of it, shoved as much printing fluid as I can through it, and it is still clogged. Like, I have done the maximum amount I can do. And at this point, I would rather just pay for a new print head so I can stop messing with it. It'll be cheaper for me. But the problem is they are not selling print heads by themselves yet, so I need to talk to my people over there. And then let's see. Oh my God, there's so many questions, guys.
Well, if anyone's wondering, I am in the perfectionist removing puffy paint and painting over it portion of.
Show what you're doing because somebody asked what you're making.
Yeah, so show us
like a little gingerbread house. So,
but it's cute.
It is so cute.
It's getting there.
You're not liking it?
It's just, it's one of those things, right? It's going to be fine. I just can't look at it too closely too. Yeah, it's fine. No, it's totally fine. I had started trying to make like little designs in between the little scallops and I was like, oh no, that's too much. Too much.
So many crafters are showing crafts cut out on a laser printer. They are expensive for a crafter. That is totally true for a hobby. Do you recommend one for a hobby crafter that is more affordable? So Angie and I have a lot of lasers together. I think my favorite for a hobby crafter for the price is probably if you're going to get a diode laser is most likely it, and you're going to be able to cut wood. My favorite is probably I feel like the X-Tool S1 is at the same price point as the M1 right now, and I like the S1 more.
Yep.
If you want a CO2 laser, definitely the Flux BMO, but it's still gonna be expensive because the CO2 lasers are expensive.
But it opens up, like, I don't know. I feel like so many of the projects that people see on the lasers that they're excited about are like made out of acrylic and stuff. And so the ability to cut that clear acrylic and the white acrylic and not have to worry about whether or not the color's too light or too, whatever is it just I think so often that we're like, I want to make this. And so then we get the machine that can make that. And then in a month, we're like, oh, well, now that I've done that, now I want to try this. And now I want to try. And, you just keep on. And then, so I think like you really want to look at the different types of projects that can be made with the laser that you're looking at to ensure it can do the things that you want to do. Yeah. Because I know for a minute, like I still don't understand the science behind why a diode laser can't figure out how to cut a masked white or clear acrylic.
It's science.
It's science.
I know. I'm not a science person.
It cuts through the first layer of masking, but then it hits the actual material and it can't cut. And then somebody said
some of this stuff because this is cute.
This is so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it.
So cute.
So cute.
It literally looks like the image that you used for the thumbnail for this video. Like that's what it looks like right now looking at you.
Yeah.
It could be really cute, Angie, if you wanted to take this to another level. First of all, I might put like paint sticks behind the tall ones so they stand up, like glue them on there. That'd be my first step. But I feel like if you went in with like a sparkly white puff paint along just the edges of some of the snow, it'd be really cute.
So what happened is because I had to use HTV is some of these are warped, but I think I could warp them backwards if that makes sense. But that's what happened. Is that
I will say the puff paint is doing a pretty good job at like making the little like snow drips.
Oh, that's
So
so
fun.
cute.
So cute.
Yeah. So you could totally do that on
It's
your.
not bad though. I think I can work with this for
That is
recycled
So
cardboard.
cute. So cute.
I
Really
like it.
cute, Angie.
I like it.
Okay, guys, I think I'm throwing in the towel. I don't know what's going on. It did the update and now it keeps on
No.
uploading the thing and then closing out completely of the software and then opening again. So,
So you're gonna make a banner with 2 houses.
or I'll just, the options are, I
You
don't
can
know.
use
how
your
much-
regular printer and just print brown.
Well, that where I'm at is Corey's done. How much more do you have to do, Angie? Like, I don't want to start a project and then people will be like, oh, we've seen Jen not complete 2 today.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I will not be completing this on this live right now.
So what we'll do, okay, I'm gonna throw an idea out there, friends, and everybody else. You can tell us if this works for you. So I am going to finish this stinking project. So I will still get the files and stuff so that we'll have them here, and then I'll collect photos from all of us, and put it on the crafting camps social and stuff so that you can see all the finished projects. And then that way, if you have questions about any of the things, I am really frustrated with myself because obviously we didn't have a problem multiple times other than me being the problem. And then of course, once we get here, it's like, now I need to update. And I think something maybe didn't download all the way or something. Cause it's like letting me upload it, letting me resize it. But then when I try to go to remove the brown, it's just closing out and then it's like in a loop or something. So I'm going to have to
Just restart everything and then call Joe.
Yeah. I'll be like Joe. He'll be like, please do not tag me in this video of you not knowing what you're doing. So maybe I'll just do a video showing how to.
Hey, in our
I mean,
whole
it's
video, we
realistic.
talked about how much we love white toner printing, even if it's like yours not working. We still
Yeah.
not highly recommend it. It's a great
This is true.
I mean, to be completely fair, as I said, to be completely fair to the white toner printer, I was the problem here where I closed. So what happened? So I'm going to talk you through print then cut for like a half a second. So the cool thing about the Cricut print then cut thing setup is that you have the ability to print. You can save your file as a PDF, which is what allowed me to have it created on my computer that has Design Space and then open it onto the other printer. I think I did what a lot of us do, when we talk about forgetting to mirror and things like that, that you have done things so many times that you're just like, I know what I'm doing. And then you don't pay attention to all the steps. So what happened here was I printed this one, and I didn't make sure that it was sized correctly. So it automatically loaded in at a 90% instead of 100%. So then I printed it again and had it sized at 100% again. It did its job, did what it was supposed to do. But then in that process of being like, oh, I'll just install Design Space over here, I closed out. And because I moved, so when it loaded it for print then cut, it had this one vertical. And so it put them all on a different sheet. So I moved it. Well, I'm not going to get those in the exact same spot for on opening Design Space on a different printer.
This would be
or computer.
one of my #1 Design Space requested features is that you could save a mat layout.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be lovely.
Mhm.
Because I do the same
Okay.
thing with bookmarks and some
Or
other
even
stuff.
if your computer errors or something. I've had that happen where I just lose what I'm working on and I'm like, oh no, I would have loved to have that.
Yeah, I can save the file, which is great. You can save it before, it asks before you go to cut, do you want to save this project? But that doesn't save how I have it laid out.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wasn't thinking. So I just closed out of Design Space on this computer. And then I was like, that was dumb.
To make you feel better, I can guarantee you every single person on this live has done that multiple times.
So, but I mean, it is, I really love, so just to show, I don't want everybody to be like, oh, white toner print. Look at how cute the white is
It's
on
so
the
cute.
brown.
So
It
cute.
like
really
does
good.
such a good job. And then you could really do like what Corey was saying, which I might do with the clear, like glittery puff, go over it to add some dimension. You could add like, you know, little gems, like do little things and stuff like that. It just gives you a nice starting point. But it was really easy when I didn't mess it up myself.
Somebody
So-
asked, unrelated to what we're talking about now, somebody asked what add-ons you recommend with the X-Tool S1. For me, I mean, starting with the base machine is probably great. I really like having the riser base, the rotary tool, so I can do tumblers. If you don't want to do tumblers, you may not need either of those things. And then I really do prefer the honeycomb tray versus the rails. The rails are, I don't know, I do not like these triangle.
They're
prisms.
aggravating. It's
Aggravating. So I would
that
definitely get
machine does not come with air assist.
Oh,
So
yes,
I would add an air assist too.
and a filter if you don't want to filter, like you want to not put it out a window.
I
Would
do
you
like
One thing though, if you have the slats, because I have both also, because Corey was like, get the honeycomb tray, but I don't use all my slats. I only put it, because usually I'm cutting like a 12 by 18 sheet of like acrylic or wood or whatever. And so
But
I
you have
only
the
put
P2S,
like,
not the S1.
oh, sorry, you're right.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But so can
The
they not
P2S
decide
like
how
is
many?
nice. The P2S is nice because the rails actually like slot into a thing.
Yes, that's right. I remember in yours, they sit there, right?
Just-
It's like, yes, mine
Just on the
slot,
S1.
and then I only
like
have
the-
like 6 of them in there.
I feel like the M1 has the holder too. Maybe they changed the S1 and
Maybe.
the
But they don't have
holder,
like
but
I don't think they
ours
have a newer
just has
version of the
triangles.
S1. I just really like that S1 a lot.
But I like a honeycomb
Mhm.
tray regardless. Just I
Mm.
just do.
It's also nice so I make like little street signs out of acrylic. So I make this on my big P2 laser because it would be much more difficult to make on a diode laser. You could make it out of wood and some other things. But with the honeycomb tray, yeah, exactly what Jen is showing there. I made that. So basically, when I'm making those, if I use the slats, my letters fall down, and every once in a while they'll get a pass of the laser as it cuts something else, and then it ruins those letters. When they're sitting on the honeycomb tray, they all stay nice and neat, and I can just pick them up. It took me forever to figure out, like, why does this look bad? Like as I was pulling them out of basically the bottom of the machine. And I was like, oh, I think it's being hit with the laser. And it was really annoying. So now I've got it down to a science on how to make those. But I like that honeycomb tray a lot more. Yeah.
All right.
I really like how this is coming out. I'll show you guys
Yay!
in a second. Yeah, like just the snow is like really cute.
Are you going to use like an entire bottle of puff paint on the house? Is what I'm thinking.
Absolutely.
It's
Probably. And I was going to get a smaller one because I was like, oh, I'm not going to use all that. No, I'm probably going to use all that.
Oh, I'm going to use all that.
At least, well, you know what? No, I probably use like maybe like this much.
Okay.
At least a half bottle.
If you wanted to, like,
A little bit
some
more.
people might coat the entire roof with snow. You might go through it a lot faster, but you have the nice little scallop.
Yeah, so I just did the little like window panes. So it's
my
all like kind of
gosh,
drippy.
that's
So
so cute.
cute.
Although now I'm getting puff. So I'll have to go, oh gosh, I'll have to go over that. But yeah, now I'm getting puff paint on the brown. But yeah, it's cute.
Really cute. It looks just like a gingerbread house, like versus
does.
Yeah, like the little drippy.
Well, and that brown is like really good.
it looks
It's
like
really
a-
good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sonia says she's never used puff paint. So clearly she was not born within the generation of the 4 people on this. We all
I had
It's
never
way
had a
drugged.
sweatshirt with like an
Crafted.
applique. My aunt used to make them for me. She would iron it on, and then like I would
I'll take the
puff
edge.
paint the heck out of that thing. I
All
love
the
those.
puff paint and neon puff
Oh, man.
paint.
neon puff paint. I
Yes,
had a whole puff paint
glitter.
party in the 80s.
Sounds amazing.
So I had another thought, Angie, about your when somebody was asking about doing both, like if it was going to be seen from both sides. I kind of think in that scenario, you might just want to buy like the cardboard sheets or like a thick, so that you could
Like if
then
you-
like choose to add the HTV to both sides, or just have it more like
Yeah.
a blank on the back.
And I
and
had
hold
some of
it.
those out, but I threw them on the floor so I could do the whole thing. But yeah, like the craft board sheets work well. I just really was like, I want to do a recycled craft.
No, for sure.
I
Like
love it.
cardboard is perfect for gingerbread. And I was like, I really want to recycle something into a gingerbread decoration.
I think in the upcoming year, with the way that prices are going up and the economy is, and everybody doesn't have quite as much money, I think there's a lot of, especially with me and Angie at least, where it's like thinking about, okay, what can we do to like spend less money and give people inspiration spending less money? Like this was 5 sheets of cardstock and some foam squares. This was a very inexpensive project with a really great impact, and it really brought a lot of joy versus me having to like bust out a whole bunch of new materials.
And then at the end of the season, this literally folds up. So that's also one of my things about holiday decor.
So cute.
That's so cute.
And someone asked about the patterns for this. So first of all, if you want exactly the ones I used, I will, after the live, I will put the Creative Fabrica link, and they're also in Cricut Science Base. But literally, if you find a gingerbread house that is just the front of the house, anyone would work for this. You don't have to use the ones I used. All I did was take them and like make small, large, because that's what I wanted. You could definitely do all large, however you wanted to.
You could like resize them for some medium ones. There's a lot you can do. I really like the ones you use them. They're cute.
I played around with adding trees in between, but I didn't like it. I couldn't find a tree I liked. But I think that could be a cute idea as well.
You could also like go in with like little puff paint or a little bit of some other material on the trees you have on there and make them green. That would be really cute.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the things. So like these ones, you could do like the same thing that Angie did and stuff. They're really cute. Yeah. And I think there's 8 or 10 or something in this file also, which will also add a Creative Fabrica file. But it doesn't have like the trees and stuff like you have. But I think that you could probably pretty easily just add it before you flatten it if you were going to do something like mine. Also, I'm assuming everybody saw it. Sherry, your comment was so sweet that I love that. So she said, I really like watching you ladies crafting for the sake of it. It helps me not feel so alone with my crafting errors. When watching pre-recorded, it looks so seamless. I feel inadequate. I feel the exact same way a lot of the times. And that's why I do try. I think we all do try, you try to keep them concise so that they don't get really long, but also like try to call out when it's like, hey, I messed this up and I did this, because we are not perfect in any stretch of anybody's imagination. And, I think our biggest fault for me, I know a lot of times, is the just assuming I know what I'm supposed to be doing and not
I don't know anything about that
to do it.
I never do that, Jen, ever.
Yeah, it's like that.
I mean, sometimes it just doesn't work, but also it is a lot of times the curse of going live. As soon as you hit the live button, it's like, it's all going to go wrong.
This is like
which kind of makes it fun. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to rally and get mine done anyway, but I will get it done and we'll share it. And
I need a tutorial because I want to figure out what you're doing so that I can make white toner printed chain garland. That is a goal. But I need your tutorial to tell me how to do it.
Yeah, we have gingerbread paper chains.
Also, Corey. So first of all, it is really easy, but I will show that. But Corey, going way back at the beginning, you said that you cut on your laser embroidery something for your craft group so that they wouldn't have to use fabric. So I need you to explain that a little bit more for me.
So basically, it was another Etsy file that I went and found. And this file in particular was like 6.5 inches big circle. It had like a wreath around the edge. And then I was able to swap out the center letter. So it was a monogram.
Okay.
So I did one for each of the people in our little crafting group. And it basically cut the circle and then cut all these little holes and then scored kind of where the thread should go. It almost gave you like a little pattern. I can go ahead and link the file as well down in the description below, even though we didn't touch on it. It has nothing to do with gingerbread.
Yeah. No. I just was curious.
So your embroidery, like you're doing embroidery stitches, like a back stitch and a lazy leaf, or I can't remember what they're all called. Sewing like through the holes in the wood.
So it's on wood. That's where I was confused. I was like, did you got it?
Wood.
Okay.
Maybe that was the word I needed. Wood.
Because I was like,
I've seen those for like kids to learn, like they're what do you call it? dexterity.
Yep.
For like
Mhm.
dexterity for
Mhm.
kids.
I've seen them with like
But-
string. Yeah.
Right. But for adults, that's like a new idea to me.
It turned out
Yeah.
really, really pretty. I mean, nobody was able to finish in the time we had. And we just had the embroidery thread that I had and my friend Jess had from years of like having embroidery.
Mhm.
And we were trying to craft with things we already had. So I think if I have mine over here, and I think I am going to go out and pick out a few more colors.
Mhm.
But the person who designs these, they are lovely. They are like on the more expensive end for an SVG file. I feel like I paid like $8 for
Okay.
like the wreath and then all the different letters.
Mhm.
But I mean, embroidery is not a skill that I have, but it did make me feel like, oh, I could do this. And I'm not constantly like trying to figure out where to put my needle. It's like put it in, which was really helpful. And yeah, it was really fun. So yeah.
Well, and I
Lazy
think also,
thank you, Sharon.
I think also like
Lazy
the thing that's
daisy.
nice about that is it's a great, like you said, like learning tool for learning those different stitches, because it's probably a heck of a lot easier to pull it back out if you go the wrong
You can
way than
literally
trying
just
to like,
cut the thread and it all falls apart. So, and like,
yeah.
Nobody in this group really knows how to embroider. My embroidery thread is probably 20 years old. Like it's like been around the block. And we were like, how do we tie it off in the back? And I was like, we are hot gluing to the back because, yeah, we can make it really pretty. But I was like, at the end, I'm just going to put maybe a piece of felt over it and like cut myself a
Mhm.
circle and put a piece of felt over it and nobody's going to see
Mhm.
it. She also had like embroidered like snowflakes that were really, really pretty. And those actually had a separate piece that you could cut off your laser and then glue to the back so that it would cover up all the stitches in the back. So anyway,
Fun.
it's really a lovely little thing to make with my laser, something different. I loved
Yeah.
it. It was great.
That's fun. That's really fun.
That's very cool. And yes, like Sharon said, I love embroidery. And that's another thing I've been like, I need to do more of. So
Yeah,
like
the
I have
amount-
started needle pointing, which
I know Crystal has
is
been doing a lot.
a very expensive hobby, especially if you're buying the canvases, though I did just buy the materials to start to make my own canvases. And again, you can buy like the patterns on Etsy, and then I got the acrylic markers to do that. Although I think it's so popular that my canvas isn't going to be here until like December 22nd. And I was thinking of making some as Christmas gifts, and I'm like, I don't think that's going to happen now.
That's going to be tight.
Tight. Yeah. But just for myself, especially like, I mean, because it definitely adds up. But it is like a relaxing activity that forces me to sit, which I don't do often. I mean, like, again, I would never be just sitting in my house doing this. I would have been like, I need to go do something. Like I need to do dishes, laundry, whatever. So
Mhm.
I think I'm
Yeah,
going to call it quits for tonight though, ladies, because I just had to retouch up a bunch of spots, but I am going to finish it and I'll give the video for Jen to share. But like,
Yeah.
I think it's
It's
cute.
really cute.
So cute.
it looks so much like real
just had to
gingerbread.
Yeah. And
It
I mean,
really
it
does.
feels like it. It's like, because the baking soda makes it like, and my hands are like covered now. It makes it that feeling of gingerbread.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
super
I feel like
fun.
this next year is going to be the year of slowing down, making things that are like, because obviously our machines aren't going anywhere. Like we're
Yeah.
primarily machine crafters, but I feel like it's finding ways to use the machines to like support even more handmade crafting and crafting with
Mhm.
a budget. And that kind of excites me because like I said, I just had such a lovely time the other day making all sorts of things with my machine. And it was, really, really nice.
I feel like it's like the crafting, like nostalgia too. Like, like the paper chains and the paper bag stars and the things that we're all doing, like, the gingerbread, like everything is just, I think that's why it's so trendy right now. Cause everyone's like, oh wait, like this is stuff we did and it's all
What
kind
are they
of coming
called?
back.
Oh, kidulting. It's like where you're an adult,
Yeah.
making kid versions, like adult versions of kid things. It's really I love it.
I've seen a lot of people doing. Oh, sorry. Like I've seen a lot of people doing like kitschy Christmas, because like it's like color is back, and that's also really fun because I feel like, I mean, I definitely bought into it for a while of like the neutral and now I'm like, no, I want the colored garlands and I have disco balls hanging in my kitchen, like in this area. So with like the colored garlands.
Ceiling.
Yes.
Let's
Yeah.
drink some popcorn.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I didn't send this one to you guys. I saw someone make crochet popcorn and string it.
My friend has been doing that. So we watch. Jen loves this show. We watch the Mormon Wives. What is it? The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. whatever. It's our trash. It's like, Sunday
It's
night
trash.
it's trash. We get together, me and a couple of neighbors Sunday night when sometimes we're like, it's just been a day, it's been a week, we can't. We'll get together on Sunday nights and watch one episode and just kind of like hang out. And I've been bringing my needlepoint. One of my friends has been bringing her crochet, and she's been making like the crochet garlands. And she made one that was like the popcorn, and then she made one that was bows, like little crocheted bows, and it went pretty quickly. It was very cute.
I'm gonna need to see that, because that definitely skipped a generation in my house, where my mom, my great grandmother could crochet everything. My mom can crochet everything, and my daughter, multiple of my daughters, but can crochet. I have sat and tried so many times, and my hands and brain do not connect that way.
Ooh.
But
my grandma tried to teach me too, and I couldn't. I can knit. I can knit a scarf. That's it. Just straight.
My daughter is like, so she will be 15 at the end of the week, and she can like look at something and figure it out. Like, I am just like, I can do that with so many things. Like yarn and my brain do not go together, but I am pretty sure I can show her a picture.
That's why I was looking at the popcorn, because the popcorn doesn't have to be exact. Like, it's popcorn.
Yeah, and it's so cute, and it like
so cute.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'll send you pictures. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited to see it. Mm-hmm. Also, we had somebody offer, is it Jeannie's Place, said that she'll teach us how to embroider.
I'm in.
If we,
Let's
go. Decide we need a class, we can do that. But, so yeah, that'll be fun. But so the other thing you were talking about, the like adult doing kid crafting thing. I saw this girl making Crystal, I feel like you might be just a touch young for this one, but maybe not. Do you guys remember back when you would like in school, you would have tissue paper, like squares of tissue paper, and you would take your pencil and you would like put it in the middle of it?
I did that. Yeah.
You did? Okay. Like do a little bit. So you do like the dab
of scrunch. Yeah.
So she was.
Oh, I loved that.
She had like the foam wreath. It was a little violent, not gonna lie, because she was like taking a pair of scissors and she wrapped it around it and like stabbed it into the foam wreath. I was like, maybe not scissors, you don't need, but
you don't know what she had going on in her life at that time, Jen.
Maybe I need
really I need to get it out in my crafting.
I have those 2 tutorials on my blog. If anybody wants to do a stabby wreath, I have one with tissue paper and one with fabric, both on my blog.
I have. Okay. Are they one of your older videos? Because I have not.
They're not even a video. They are literally
on your blog.
On my blog. Let's make stuff.com. One is a heart Valentine's Day wreath with a bunch of different colors of pink tissue paper, and the other one is a bunch of like different plaid, black and white plaid. I think it might also be a heart. Honestly, it's so long since I made them. But yeah, I did it when my boys were little. So they're like napping and I'm like, stab, 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 stab.
Tracks. Yeah.
I had 2 babies. It was a lot.
And Sharon also asked about the window tracing with the villages. And I have seen that. So people are tracing, like putting like a gingerbread village up, and then they trace it with white pen. And then Jen and I also saw they cut vinyl, like really thin vinyl, and put it on a mirror.
Was window cling, right? Did they use like
window cling?
I think it was window. So it was like the frosted window cling that was.
Yeah, just like the frosted, and put it on a mirror. And that's another one that I've been obsessing over. So, and then the window cling, you can use just a mirror you have, and then you just put like the outline of a village and then just rip it off afterwards. So
I have this really pretty, it's just like a big round mirror that when you walk into our house, it's actually like the first thing you see. It's on a wall when you first walk in. I feel like it would be really pretty to do even like a wreath, like a window, like a frosted window cling wreath around the outside of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be really cool.
Crap, now I've got ideas, guys, and I'm tired.
I know. I keep telling Jen she has to come to my house to decorate, because like her house is like Christmas, and I'm just like, I still have things I need to put up, and I just need somebody to come do it for me.
If you have not seen Jen's front porch,
so beautiful.
Jen, I say this as the biggest compliment. Please don't take it as a dig. It is the most extra front porch I've ever seen.
I love it.
I mean,
you don't follow the right people.
Complimentary.
No, yeah, you definitely don't know the right people.
Lady's name.
It is gorgeous.
There are some porches around here that are wild.
I'm in the Pacific Northwest. We just have trees everywhere, so we're like, decorating.
Well, thank you. I love it. I have to do all the fun things because my house is 1889 is when it was built, and it needs help everywhere. And so adding, like, I actually am in the middle of trying to cover. So this room that I'm in right now was the original home. And so it is like 9 layers of wallpaper and just plaster. And anyway, it's going to get facelift, but it's not right now. And so the walls are so ugly. And so I am like, okay, I just painted, we had a round mirror, an oval mirror break, and it had this really kind of cool but ugly frame that was silver. And so I painted it, and I'm like, I'm going to put I'm trying to decide between, I have this really cute Christmas fabric, but then I have a really cute wrapping paper inside. So it's like framed. And so I'm creating like this whole collage wall just to cover as much of it as I can right now. So yeah, but yeah, no, it's fun. I love it. We just
the Busy Bee Collective asked where we are located. We span the 4 time zones. So we'll start on the West Coast. I'm on the West Coast and I'm in Washington State.
I'm in Utah.
And I'm in Tennessee.
And I'm in Maryland, which I just saw was supposedly ranked the least festive in the country alongside DC, which I don't believe, because I'm like, my little area seems pretty festive. So when you say that, Corey, when you say they don't decorate in the Pacific Northwest, I was like, well, we decorate. Why are we not festive?
I feel like we do not get very festive out here. And honestly, I think it's because we do. There's obviously people who decorate. We have lights on our house right now, but I don't feel like it's in the same way, at least here where I live, as it is, in other places. We went to a Lego competition down in Everett, actually it was just Sunday, and we went out to dinner. So we have it's me and my husband, another dad, and our 4 boys, the 4 boys that belong to the 2 families. We went out for Thai food, and then we were trying to just get back to the freeway, and we ended up in this insanely decorated neighborhood in I don't know, Mill Creek, Mill Valley. I don't even know where it was. And we just all of a sudden we're okay, apparently we're doing our Christmas light thing tonight because it was just a wrong turn, but we spent probably a good 20 minutes driving through that neighborhood.
That's fun.
I love that.
That's awesome.
Right. Should we show off one more time?
What was that?
Should we show off what we made one more time just so that people know what we made?
Can I go first?
Yes, Jen, you go first.
Hold up your 2 houses.
Hold up your houses. Yay!
Yay!
I made a gingerbread house banner with my white toner printer. This is
you know what? You made earrings. They're just extra large. There you go. They're beautiful.
I mean, I could just put a little loop through them and hang them in my window,
You could have just said they're ornaments and no one would know.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Except for all the people that have been watching since the beginning being like, wait, she's lying now.
For those people just tuning in.
Those people just tuning in, I made gingerbread house ornaments.
Yes. So I will be finishing this project and I will put it on. So I'll collect all the photos from all of us of our finished projects. They'll be on Crafting Camps. And then over on Crafty Housewives on Instagram, I'll make sure and put this up. Somebody said they want to see the porch. I'll put it up over there.
I was going to say you have to do the porch as well. I see that.
I do love my porch.
And then I guess the next least finished project is mine. It's still kind of wet with the puffy paint and turning a wooden house into a little gingerbread house. So
it's really cute.
It's going to be cute.
It's coming out good so far. I'll keep you guys posted.
I feel like Harper's going to be like, I'm finishing it.
Yeah. I'm going to finish it. I can turn it right side up. I made a cute little 5-layer gingerbread wreath. This is just 5 layers of cardstock cut on my Cricut with some foam squares to give it some depth. And I'm really excited how it turned out. And I finished a project, and I would like to state for the record, I have been on camera this entire live, which is the first time I can say that probably in this year. I did not have to get up to get anything.
And I made my little gingerbread village, recycled cardboard pizza boxes, and HTV.
Perfect.
So
all right, friends. Thank you so much for joining us today. I think we are going to wrap it up. If you guys have any questions, you can leave them on any of our YouTube channels. And we'd be happy to answer. We will be in the next little bit of time getting all of these files and anything else we've talked about in this video today into the description below. And let us know what you think. we will chat with you guys next time.
And follow the Crafting Camp's Instagram and Facebook, and we'll share the pictures.